Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sirena. As you guys can probably already tell from the title, yeah, I know it's the end of August. I know that we're technically not into September yet, and I know that it's like 5 million degrees outside. At least if you live in California like I do, it is. It's been like the high 90s, but alas, I do not care. There are two kinds of people in this world, let me tell you. Spring and summer people, and fall and winter people. Can you guys guess which one I am? Pretty obvious. You guys, I love the summertime to a point. As soon as 4th of July is over, I'm watching Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, Frankenweenie, Corpse Bride, all of the Halloween and fall movies on loop 24/7, driving my husband crazy. I don't care that it's a million degrees outside. I want hot apple cider and I want pumpkin spice lattes. All the pumpkin spice lattes. I know that there's 5 million different versions of the pumpkin spice latte out there on the internet and on Pinterest, but I'm gonna be showing you guys how I make a pumpkin spice latte. And spoiler alert, this one uses real pumpkin. Oh yeah, Starbucks, real pumpkin. So you might say that it's better than the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Sirena and I upload videos twice a week on all of the things. I have a lifestyle YouTube channel here and I just film videos on my life. I vlog, I put up recipes, home decor videos, DIY, product recommendations, reviews, hauls, you name it. Like I said, all the things. So if you guys are interested in how I make my pumpkin spice latte, if you guys are excited for fall, give this video a thumbs up. Keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed so you don't miss any of my new videos. Without further ado, let's make this pumpkin spice latte, shall we? Guys, this isn't a healthy pumpkin spice latte video. So if that's what you're looking for, shoot. Okay, so what you're going to need are your base ingredients, your main ingredients, if you will. You're gonna need pumpkin. Now, you're not gonna need a ton of it, so you're only gonna wanna use one of the smaller cans. This is a 15-ounce can. What I like to do is open up the can, and then I will store it in a Tupperware. And guys, as you can see, I know it's August, but I have been having several pumpkin spice lattes. So I actually have a already opened container here, so I'm gonna set this aside. Aside from your pumpkin, you are going to need some kind of a milk. Now, I have used almond milk, I've used coconut milk, I've used temp milk in the past. So whatever milk you prefer, use that. I'll go over the amount that you're gonna need of each in just a second. If you wanna be extra bad, you're gonna want whipped cream because whipped cream. And you're going to need coffee. This is just a ready-made iced coffee that I picked up from Target the other day, the Starbucks one. You could do hot coffee that you brew at home. You can do the store-bought cold brew coffee, or I have an espresso machine. Usually I would use the Nespresso machine, but today we are gonna be using the iced coffee. It's all going into the saucepan to be heated anyway. So to me, it doesn't really matter. I can use whichever one that I want. You're also going to need sugar. This is like a C&H brand fast dissolve sugar. I just get this at the grocery store, and this one just happens to be maple flavor, which I like, but you don't really need a maple flavored sugar if you don't want one or can't find it. You're also going to need pumpkin pie spice. If you can't find pumpkin pie spice or don't have it at home, you really just need to mix together ginger, nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon, allspice. Basically, that's exactly what's in here. So pumpkin pie spice or mixture of those spices that I just mentioned. Now, if you want to be extra bad, like me, I like caramel on just about everything and I love it in the fall. So this is the Ghirardelli caramel drizzle. This is great. And you're also going to need, if you want to be bad, some kind of little cocoa batons. These ones are from Trader Joe's. And I also really like this Trader Joe's pure bourbon vanilla extract. So you can get vanilla extract, but bourbon vanilla extract to me just adds just a little something extra that I love. It's just warm and delicious, especially during the fall or in August, at the end of August when you're trying to fake that it's fall. So I really like the Trader Joe's pure bourbon vanilla extract. It's delicious. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna measure everything out. I've got my, please hold. All right, let's try that again. I've got my tablespoon right here, and I've just got a glass measuring cup, and I've got my saucepan. Now what we're gonna do first, we're gonna add our milk, our pumpkin, and our sugar first, as well as if you're using cold coffee, you're gonna put the cold coffee in there as well so it gets nice and warm. So since I'm using my cold coffee, I'm gonna measure that out first. So what you're going to need is 1/2 of a cup of coffee. You wanna make sure it's a strong coffee. Like I said, this is just one that I picked up from Target the other day. So this is what I have on hand and this is what I'm using. So I'm just gonna measure out 1/2 cup of that. And you don't have to be exact, it really just kind of depends upon how much you like coffee or how strong you want your latte. This is going to make enough for 2 pumpkin spice lattes. Now you're gonna measure out 2 cups of milk. And like I said, you can use whatever you want. I think even if you wanted to add some heavy cream to this, that would be really delicious. But I'm just gonna use the whole milk because that's what I have. I've also in the past used half whole milk and half almond milk or whatever, you know, so it's just really up to you, it's personal preference. Now, as far as the sugar goes, I like my stuff a little sweet. So this is also completely dependent upon you. Now, I'm adding 3 tablespoons of this fast dissolve maple sugar. If you are pouring this over ice, I will say, if you're pouring this over ice, instead of having it hot, you may want to add a little bit more sugar because the sugary taste will be dulled down a little bit if you pour this over ice, but I'm having it hot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the 3 tablespoons of sugar. Now for the pumpkin, what we're going to do is we're going to measure out 2.5 heaping tablespoons of pumpkin. Again, it's a personal preference. Heaping tablespoon just means like it doesn't matter if it's like level, I just heap it in there. I really like pumpkin, so heaping tablespoons are great for me. So there's 2, and then I eyeball the second one. It's not really precise, it's not like we're baking here, and I'll just plop that guy in there. I say it's about 1/2. It's probably technically a 1/3 tablespoon, but who's to say? Now, once you've got your coffee, your pumpkin, your sugar, and your milk mixture in your saucepan, you're just gonna heat it over medium heat until it's well heated through and it's nice and hot. You don't want to boil it, so make sure you keep an eye on it and you're whisking it and you're not letting it boil. If it boils, you're gonna scald the milk and it's gonna be no good. All right, now while that's heating on very low heat and I'm watching it very carefully, I'm going to prep my cup. This is a totally optional step, but if you're a sugar crackhead like I am, it's a good step. So I like to just prep my cup by drizzling a little bit of caramel in there, just like they would at Starbucks if it was a caramel frappuccino or something like that. So I like to drizzle a little bit of caramel in my cup just because I'm a sugar freak. Now, once our mixture is heated nice and hot all the way through, we're going to take it off of the heat and we're going to add our spices and our bourbon vanilla mixture. Now, the reason we do this is because the heat, if you are heating it too hot or the heat is too high, it's going to damage your spices and it's going to damage your vanilla. So that's why you want to do it afterwards. Now, as far as the vanilla measurements, I put 1 full tablespoon of the bourbon vanilla mixture, so I'll just drop that in there. The pumpkin spice mixture, you can add, if you want an approximate measurement, I would say 1 teaspoon to the 2 cups of milk and 1/2 cup of coffee, which is what we're doing here, is fine, that will suffice. But really, again, that's up to you and personal preference. I really like pumpkin pie spice, so I added in there pretty liberally. Now, once you've added your spice and your bourbon vanilla mixture, you're just gonna whisk that really well. And when you whisk it, it's extra nice because it makes it nice and frothy. If you really wanted to go the extra mile, you could put this in a blender and blend it up so it gets really frothy. Just make sure that you take caution with putting a hot liquid into a blender because sometimes it'll pop the top off. So you just have to be careful if you are doing that and you're going that extra step. And then once your spices are nice and mixed in, what you're going to do is you are going to pour your hot mixture right into your cup with the caramel drizzled in there. And make sure you leave a little bit of room for your whipped cream. So my favorite part, I like to top it with whipped cream. And then what we'll do is we'll sprinkle a little bit of the pumpkin pie spice over it as well, just so it looks really pretty and very fall and very festive. And then because I've already established that I'm a sugar addict, I like to drizzle just a little bit of caramel over the whipped cream so it looks, ooh, it's dripping. So it looks and tastes great. And then finally, the pièce de résistance, we are going to add our little cocoa baton just to be cute AF. What do you think, you guys? Does that just not fall in a cup? Come on, get out of town. Get out of town. And these little Trader Joe's fudgy batons are so fudgy. So, you guys, I'm gonna need a moment to myself here. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys loved it. I wish you guys could taste this with me because it is fall AF. If you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button down below before heading out. I've got a lot of fall videos coming up for you guys. And for those of you guys who are not pumpkin lovers, in the next few weeks, I do have a cocktail recipe that's fall themed, but not pumpkin. So stay tuned. Click that subscribe button and ding the bells if you want notifications every time I come up with something new. Thanks for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!